Hello everyone. So, in this video, we are going to discuss MCQs of Unit 3 of Software Engineering CSE 320. Let's begin with the first question. First question is, what type of development approach does the unified process follow? Waterfall model, iterative and incremental model, spiral model, and V model. The correct answer is iterative and incremental model. Next question is, what is the primary goal of the inception phase in unified process? Options are system implementation, risk identification, define project scope and feasibility, and final deployment. The correct answer is define project scope and feasibility. See, risk identification हम स्पाइरल मॉडल में पढ़ते हैं एंड सिस्टम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन वी नो दैट सिस्टम का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करना यानी उसको एग्जीक्यूट करना एंड फाइनल डिप्लॉयमेंट ये दोनों सेम ही टर्म है सिस्टम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन फाइनल डिप्लॉयमेंट तो जो हमारा यूनिफाइड प्रोसेस है वो डिफाइन करता है कि हमारे जो प्रोजेक्ट है उसका स्कोप क्या हमारी फिजिबिलिटी क्या है नाउ in which phase of unified process is the system architecture primarily developed? Inception, elaboration, construction, or transition? The correct answer is elaboration. Which of the following is not a phase in the unified process? Inception, planning, construction, or transition? The answer is planning. As इसमें चार प्रोसेस होते हैं इंसेप्शन कंस्ट्रक्शन ट्रांजिशन which characteristic best describe the unified process? Rigid and sequential, use case driven and architecture centric, does not allow changes, no stakeholder feedback. The correct answer is use case driven and architecture centric. Now, what process is an extensible framework that needs to be dashed for specific projects? Options are deleted, customized, ignored, or hard coded. The correct answer is customized. The transition phase in unified process is primarily about coding the system, designing the UI, delivering the product of user, identifying risks. The correct answer is delivering the product to user. See, transition क्या होता है? इन यूनिफाइड प्रोसेस ट्रांजिशन मतलब हम जो सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हैं जो प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हैं वो हम यूजर के साथ उसका इंटरेक्शन करवा रहे हैं जिससे यूजर उसके ऊपर अपना फीडबैक दे उसके क्या क्या चेंजेस होने ये सब बताए जस्ट लाइक प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल उसमें भी हमने डिजाइनिंग के बाद एक प्रोटोटाइप बनाया फिर उसको यूजर के पास भेजा जिससे उसने ये जो उसे डिफॉल्ट्स है फॉल्ट है उन सबको बताया सेम इसमें उससे थोड़ा सा अलग है इसमें हम यूजर्स को प्रोटोटाइप नहीं बनाते डायरेक्ट वो देते हैं now which design approach uses top down decomposition of NDFDs object oriented design functional oriented design agile design or bottom up design the correct answer is functional oriented design now object oriented design follows which approach? Top down, bottom up, linear or random? The correct answer is bottom up. Now, what is a primary tool used for visualizing and documenting software system in object oriented design? DFD, UML, flowchart or design table? The correct answer is UML. Which UML diagram represents the static structure of a system? Sequence diagram, activity diagram, class diagram, and state diagram. The correct answer is class diagram. C. हमें जानना है सबसे पहले कि हमारे जो यूएमएल डायग्राम है वो क्या क्या वो कैसे वर्क करता है लाइक केस डायग्राम वो यूज केस डायग्राम सीक्वेंस डायग्राम एक्टिविटी डायग्राम क्लास डायग्राम ये 4 टाइप ऑफ डायग्राम्स इंपॉर्टेंट है इन्हें पढ़ लेना Now, a snapshot of instance at a particular moment is shown by which diagram? Class diagram, object diagram, use case diagram, and deployment diagram. The correct answer is object diagram. Now, the user's view of a system in UML is primarily represented by class model, use case model, activity model, or sequence model. The correct answer is use case model. In an activity diagram, what symbol represents the starting point? Diamond, rounded rectangle, solid black circle, or hollow circle? The correct answer is solid black circle. देन हमारे पास जो मेन एंटिटी आती है उसके लिए हम रेक्टेंगल का यूज करते हैं एंड द रेक्टेंगल शुड बी राउंडेड रेक्टेंगल. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि हम मतलब कौन से सिंबल से क्या रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. Now, a diamond symbol is an activity diagram represents a start node, decision point, action state or end node. The correct answer is decision point. See, start node और end node तो हम filled circle से बताते हैं और decision point हम डायमंड से बताते हैं और रेक्टेंगुलर राउंडेड रेक्टेंगुलर उससे हम एंटिटी बताते हैं. Now, which diagram shows object interaction in a time sequenced manner? Activity diagram, sequence diagram, state diagram, or class diagram? The correct answer is sequence diagram. Now, in a sequence diagram, actors usually exist inside the system, outside the system, only in the database as methods. The correct answer is outside the system. Now, what is the focus of an activity diagram? Object structure, workflow of activities, database schema, physical hardware. The correct answer is workflow of activities. Now, which of these is most similar to an activity diagram? Flowchart, class diagram, pie chart, bar chart. The correct answer is flowchart. Now, in the object modeling process, grouping similar object together forms a function, class, variable or module. The correct answer is class. Data or properties held by a class are known as operations, attributes, behaviors, actor. Correct answer is attributes. Now, specifying actions or behaviors that object can perform refers to A. Defining attributes. B. Defining operations. C. Inheritance. D. Abstraction. The correct answer is defining operations and method. Which relationship represents and is a relationship? Correct answer is association, aggregation, inheritance or composition. The correct answer is inheritance or generalization. Now, a whole part relationship where parts cannot exist without the whole is association, inheritance, composition, generalization. The correct answer is composition. Now, focusing on essential features while hiding unnecessary details is called encapsulation, polymerism, abstraction, or inheritance. The correct answer is abstraction. Now, bundling data and methods within an object is known as abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, or polymerism. The correct answer is encapsulation. Now, enabling objects of different classes to respond to the same message is called inheritance, polymerism, abstraction, or encapsulation. The correct answer is polymorphism. What is the object of coding phase? See, coding phase matlab it's not a designing. It's a part. If we talk about waterfall model, it's a part of development. So, according to these options, designing architecture, defining requirements, transforming design into code and unit testing, or market research. The correct answer is transforming design into code and unit testing. See, जैसे मैंने बताया था कि हम आंसर क्वेश्चन से रिलेट करके भी निकाल सकते हैं. क्योंकि जो आंसर हमारा मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हमारा जो आंसर होगा वो क्वेश्चन से रिलेट ही करेगा। जब इससे बात कोडिंग फेज की हुई थी तो हमारा ऑप्शन द ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग डिजाइन इनटू कोडिंग इससे रिलेट किया पूरा कि हमने वाटरफॉल मॉडल में पढ़ा था कि ये जो हमारा डिजाइनिंग फेज के बाद डेवलपमेंट फेज आता है जिसमें हम कोडिंग करते हैं, जो हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर है उसका प्रॉपर स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं, कोडिंग लिखते हैं कि हमारा ये सिस्टम ऐसे वर्क करेगा, ये काम करेगा ना। Why do organizations use coding standard? To make coding slower, to ensure uniform appearance and enhancing understanding, to prevent using any variable, or to increase hardware cost. Obviously, the correct answer is to ensure uniform appearance and enhancing understanding. Now, which of the following should be limited according to coding standard? Comments, global variable, indentation of functions. The correct answer is global variables. See, comments we use कि हमें पता चले कि हम इस कोडिंग में कर क्या रहे हैं, जो हम नॉर्मली हमने पाइथन में सी में देख रहे हैं। उसके बाद इंडेंटेशन, ऑब्वियसली हम इंडेंटेशन तब यूज करते हैं जब हमें एक फंक्शन के अंदर दूसरा फंक्शन डिफाइन करना हो, लाइक हम इफ में, एल्स में, फॉर, वाइल, डू लूप्स में करते हैं, एंड फंक्शन तो वी ऑल नो। नाउ, standard headers in modules typically contain the entire code, author name, data and description, just the file size, or user password. The correct answer is author name, date and description. Now, go to the next question. The aim of code inspection is to discover best programmers, common types of error due to oversight, the fastest computer, new requirements. The correct answer is common types of error due to oversight. Now, moving to next question. Next question is, what is the ideal team size for code inspection? Options are 1 to 2 members, 3 to 7 members, 10 to 20 members, or over 50 members. The correct answer is 3 to 7 members. Now, which is a common programming error checked during inspection? Options are using too many comments, array indecisive, out of bounds, using meaningful name, indenting correctly. The correct answer is array indice, out of bounds. Now, jumping into the middle of the loop is considered error. Best practice, common error, standard feature, or coding standards. The correct answer is common error. Now, adherence to coding standards is typically checked during requirements gathering, code inspection, feasibility study, or marketing. The correct answer is code inspection. Now, which of the following helps in detection error in early phase and reducing extra cost? Options are ignoring standards, coding guidelines, removing testing, or skipping design. The correct answer is coding guidelines. Next question is, compiler warnings should generally be ignored, eliminated as they often point to real bugs hidden from users, or used as comment. The correct answer is eliminated as a often point to real bugs. See, कंपाइलर हमें क्या वार्न करता है कि हमारे कोई एरर तो नहीं है, मतलब हमने जो कोड लिखा है उसमें हमारा क्या एरर है, हमारा सिस्टम क्या उस कोडिंग से क्या शो कर रहा है, ये सब बताता है, ना कि उसको इग्नोर करता है और ना ही वो यूजर से उसे हाइड करता है, और obviously वो कमेंट का यूज नहीं होता है. द करेक्ट आंसर इज और द सुटेबल आंसर शुड बी एलिमिनेटेड एज दे ऑफन पॉइंट टू रियल बग्स. Reducing object and file dependency is a goal of hardware design, good programming style, poor coding practice, or waterfall model? The correct answer is good programming style. सी जितना ज़्यादा हम फाइल डिपेंडेंसी हटाएंगे मीन्स कपलिंग, क्योंकि कपलिंग में क्या होता है, हर एक मॉड्यूल एक दूसरे पे डिपेंड होता है, जितनी उसमें कम कपलिंग होगी उतने ही हमारा प्रोग्राम एक सुटेबल होगा, उतना ही अच्छा होता जाएगा. In OMT means object modeling technique, refinement often involves ignoring feedback, incorporating dynamic and functional models, using only one diagram, deleting the classes. The correct answer is incorporating dynamic and functional models. What does a use case diagram illustrate? Options are variable types, system functionality from user perspective, memory allocation, and CPU cycles. The correct answer is system functionality from user prototype. A general link between classes is called association, inheritance, realization, or dependency. The correct answer is association. Which phase of UP flows construction? Inception, elaboration, transition, or planning? The correct answer is transition. In UP means unified processes. Each increment results in a thick document, working software, a new team or project cancellation. Obviously, working software. हम यूनिफाइड प्रोसेस में न्यू टीम्स नहीं बनाते हैं. हमें एक थिक डॉक्यूमेंट ऑब्वियसली नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि वो हम डिजाइनिंग फेज में जाता है हमारा, SRS फेज में जाता है, एंड प्रोजेक्ट कैंसिल हमें नहीं करना है, क्योंकि हम उससे यूनिफाइड प्रोसेस, हम जो हमारे प्रोसेस को एक यूनिफाई कर रहे हैं, उसे फ्रेश प्रोसेस बना रहे हैं. Now, model validation ensures the model aligned with. See, वैलिडेशन यूनिट थर्ड का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, लास्ट टॉपिक भी है और इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म भी है, इसको याद रखना. द कंपाइलर, यूजर रिक्वायरमेंट्स एंड सिस्टम इंटेंट, द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, and the programmer's favorite color. The correct option is user requirements and system intent. Now, traceability help link requirements to coffee break, design and code, hardware serial number, and the weather. The correct answer is design and code. Now, uninitialized variable are a type of optimization, common programming error, required feature, or coding standard. The correct answer is common programming error. Improper modification of loop variables can lead to infinite loop, faster code, better UI, or more RAM. The correct answer is infinite loop. Now, UML is used to model software system in which options are procedural, object oriented, logic, or assembly. The correct answer is object oriented. Now, the last question is, which of the following is an iterative approach? Classical waterfall, unified process, linear sequential, and none of these. The correct answer is unified process. In this way, your Unit 3 MCQs are done.